In 2007, Vinton Unlimited, the local Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development group, conducted an extensive community visioning process. The objective? What would the residents of Vinton want if they could have anything at all? What would make Vinton one of the greatest places in America to visit or call home? Vinton has a long history of cultivating our vibrant cultural and recreational offerings. Today's Vinton is the result of many layers of rich history, which took place over the course of 170 years. The earliest settlers arrived in this part of Iowa in the 1840s, when Benton County was recognized as one of the original 12 counties. The bend of the Cedar River through this part of the Midwest created an ideal place for families to settle. The Cedar River was easily navigated by steamboats, and Vinton became a major stop along the route between Cedar Rapids and Waterloo. In 1852, the unique culture of Vinton began to take shape with the establishment of the Iowa School for the Blind. Today, this school still houses a small number of visually impaired students and is home to over 240 members of the AmeriCorps National Civilian Community Corps.
It's neat. It's kind of like history's repeating itself. The residency halls here used to serve, more than 100 kids, I guess, back in its peak. And now it's neat to be able to establish that same bond with this new group of kids from all over the country.
The railroad arrived in Vinton in 1869, an immediate stimulus for industry. Vinton became known as the corn canning capital of the world and eventually formed the Iowa Canning Company around 1910. Vinton began to host the Sweet Corn Days Festival, one of Iowa's largest festivals of that time.
One of the highlights, too, of that commemorative festival was getting to meet the 1936 Sweet Corn Queen. Her name is Frances Wieditz. She's still with us today. She was also thrilled to be able to be our commemorative queen again in 2001.
Vinton chose to honor the Sweet Corn Days Festival, along with other notable historical events, with their Harvest of Walls Mural Festival in 2000. During Labor Day weekend, Vinton attracted more than 70 artists from all over the United States, Canada, and even Australia to paint 8 heritage-themed murals on the side of Vinton's downtown commercial buildings. These murals vividly portray the rich history of Vinton and Benton County, attracting tourists from all over Iowa and beyond.
It really didn't take that long for the community to get behind it, and it's neat now, 10 years after the fact, seeing these murals being mentioned in all sorts of places, and the history is I think, a little bit more recognized.